Some people are curious about what happened to the radioactive spider that bit Peter afterward. Let me tell you the story. Not only did it grant superpowers to other people, but it also gained human intelligence and the ability to speak. Surprisingly, this incident was no accident. It was all part of a bigger plan. Today, we'll analyze the secrets hidden behind Spider-Man, including the truth about the source of his powers. 1. The truth about the radioactive spider. During a public exhibition on radioactive waste disposal at a nuclear laboratory, an unlucky spider was caught in a radiation test. After being exposed, the spider bit Peter Parker, injecting a radioactive mutagenic enzyme into his body, which altered his genes and granted him spider-like abilities. While this incident seemed like a random accident, it was actually orchestrated. The cosmic entities Lord Chaos and Master Order claimed they were responsible for Peter becoming Spider-Man. They believed Peter's noble character and inner strength would make him a key force in the fight against Thanos. So, what happened to the radioactive spider after that? After biting Peter, the spider also bit another person, Cindy Moon, who gained abilities similar to Spider-Man and adopted the alias Silk. Surprisingly, the radioactive spider survived. The radiation caused its body to mutate further, and it became known as Spider-Hulk. Due to biting both Peter and Cindy, the spider eventually gained human-like intelligence and wisdom. Upon awakening from unconsciousness, the spider found itself imprisoned and split into two by an isotope genome accelerator. One part of the spider was consumed by Peter's classmate, Carl King, who envied Spider-Man's powers. As a result, Carl's body disintegrated and transformed into a hive of thousands of spiders, becoming known as Thousand. Meanwhile, the other half of the spider was taught to speak by scientists. The spider witnessed Spider-Man and Silk battling Green Goblin. It felt a strong connection to both of them and was deeply inspired by their heroism. Determined to follow in their footsteps, the spider left its destroyed laboratory, vowing to become a superhero like Spider-Man and calling itself Goddess. Peter gave the spider courage, while the spider bestowed new powers upon Peter. 2. Wall-crawling ability. In the movies, Spider-Man's wall-crawling ability is attributed to microscopic barbs on his skin. However, in the comics, it's explained that exposure to the radioactive spider's venom caused a mutation in Peter's cerebellum, granting him control over electrostatic forces. This ability defies the usual repulsion between electron shells, allowing for efficient surface attraction. So far, this power has been unique to Spider-Man and is most concentrated in his hands and feet. Each of his fingers can generate enough adhesion force to support several tons. Spider-Man can cling to jets, peel large chunks of tile and stone from surfaces, and even hold onto missiles and stealth jets thousands of feet in the air. This extraordinary adhesion power also led to the creation of a brutal move called the Cane Mark, named after Spider-Man's darker clone. Kane demonstrated the aggressive use of this power by leaving deep scars on a victim's face, an attack later used by Spider-Man himself. Spider-Man once gripped Osborn's face and tore at it, leaving 5 distinct marks. He's used this ability to rip off pieces of Iron Man's armor. However, due to its brutality, Spider-Man rarely uses the Cane Mark. 3. Spider Sense. Spider Sense is a kind of sixth sense that alerts Spider-Man to potential or immediate danger through a tingling sensation in the back of his head. When combined with his reflexes and agility, Spider Sense allows him to instinctively avoid most attacks. The exact mechanics of Spider Sense remain a mystery. Master Weaver claims it's linked to the web of life and destiny, while Iron Man admits he cannot explain how it works. Spider Sense can trigger within fractions of a second, giving Spider-Man enough time to react and evade harm. It's also directional, guiding Spider-Man to hidden threats or weapons. The stronger the threat, the more intense the tingling sensation becomes. Remarkably, Spider Sense functions even when Spider-Man is asleep or unconscious. It has protected his secret identity by warning him of nearby witnesses or cameras when changing in and out of his suit. Spider Sense doesn't react to individuals Peter perceives as non-threatening, like Aunt May. Its utility extends far beyond avoiding attacks. It helps Spider-Man avoid pranks, poison, and false traps. It enables him to correctly disable bombs by cutting the right wire. It allows him to sense threats like an imminent ship explosion or an approaching enemy without looking. He can even dodge invisible attacks and navigate through minefields. For a spider web shooters, Spider-Man's spider web shooters are mounted on his wrists, with each shooter's independently storing a compressed subatomic level sticky fluid. The activations, which is located in his palm, requiring Spider-Man to bend his middle and ring fingers to fire. This design prevents accidental discharge when making fists or carrying objects. When activated, the fluid is released under high pressure, forming webs that solidify in the air. Through practice, Spider-Man has mastered the creation of complex shapes like shields, parachutes, nets, barriers, and even ski boards. His webs are 2.62 times stronger than steel, fire-resistant, and capable of supporting several tons of weight. Despite their strength, the webs dissolve into powder after about an hour when exposed to air, which is why New York City isn't perpetually covered in webs. 5. Strength only 20 tons. While Spider-Man is officially said to lift objects weighing 10 tons, he has demonstrated feats far exceeding this limit, even while holding back his full strength. Examples include bending and breaking steel bars single-handedly, catching and halting armored vehicles and roller coasters, lifting helicopters and colliding them into tanks. When pushed to his limits, Spider-Man has been shown to lift buildings, trains, and even airplanes, with his strength easily surpassing 20 tons. 6. Durability, stamina, and healing factor. Spider-Man's body is significantly more resilient than a regular human's, allowing him to endure powerful attacks while remaining unharmed. He also has a healing factor that helps him recover from injuries much faster than normal humans. Examples include surviving a direct missile explosion at close range, fighting for 12 consecutive hours without rest. Even without Wolverine's level of healing, Spider-Man's regeneration abilities shouldn't be underestimated. 7. Speed, agility, and reflexes. The radioactive spider that bit Peter altered his DNA, significantly enhancing the muscles in his legs. This gave him extraordinary speed and agility. Spider-Man's reaction time is approximately 40 times faster than that of a regular person. Combined with his spider sense and speed, Spider-Man can avoid almost any attack. He can traverse the entire city of New York in under 9 minutes and 50 seconds, moving so quickly that even Daredevil struggles to track him. Spider-Man can catch bullets with his webs and simultaneously dodge multiple gunmen while saving a cat. 8. Intelligence. Peter Parker possesses an innate gift for science and technology. While still in high school, he invented his web shooters and spider tracers. His brilliance earned him a place at Horizon Labs. Peter's IQ during his university years was said to rival that of Mr. Fantastic. Inspired by Black Bolt, Peter created a sonic amplifier that neutralized his symbiotes. He also developed a weapon capable of defeating Rhino, as well as goggles that can see through Mysterio's illusions. Beyond that, Peter has designed numerous advanced suits, including the Spider-Man 2099 suit. 9. Limitations. Despite his incredible powers, Spider-Man has very clear limitations. He has almost never fully utilized his potential, especially in terms of speed and strength. This is due to several reasons: his strict no-kill principle, lack of formal combat training, and absence of true martial arts expertise. Even with his vast battle experience, highly skilled fighters can still pose a challenge, even if Spider-Man has a physical advantage. Additionally, Peter's back is notably vulnerable.